Welcome, Leo, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot reading. So this will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for February 3rd through February 9th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all, since it is general. So just take anything that resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And remember, never put anyone else's judgment above your own, Leo. And also keep in mind, Leo, that the cards are just here as a guide, not as predictors. You know, it is my intention to attract the cards and the intuition that will best serve those Leos who view this video. And you only had one card jump out for each position. Interesting, Leo, that seems to be a trend this week. Very interesting. So we have the physical, mental, and spiritual realms here from the minor arcana. So now we want to get a card for the overall energy from the major arcana. So the physical realm, in other words, what you're experiencing in your physical life, the mental realm, what you're focused on, and the spiritual realm, the message from the spiritual realm. You know, what the spiritual realm maybe wants you to know. Sometimes it's advice or acknowledgement, encouragement. And I sometimes, I wouldn't say it's well, that would be advice, I guess. I was going to say, sometimes it tells you, you know, stop doing this, don't do that. But that's also advice. So yeah, that falls under that category. You know what, Leo? I'm not getting a card for the overall energy. Nothing is jumping out. I just had a bunch of cards fall out, but I'm going to put those aside for now and come back to it. So I'm going to talk about these cards, see what comes to me first. And, you know, I'm going to start right away with the mental realm here, because your focus, Leo, is wonderful. Okay? You're imagining yourself basically at the top of your game, whatever that means to you, you know, as the king, at the top, at your best. And that really, really is a fabulous focus here. But in your physical realm here, you have the Two of Pentacles reversed. So you're experiencing kind of like a lack of alignment, right? You might have a lot of things on your plate, so to speak. You might have a lot going on this week, and you might have a little trouble like balancing it. You might have a little trouble kind of fitting everything in. It might be like a little hectic. I don't feel like it's a tremendous amount of I don't feel like overwhelmed. I don't feel overwhelmed, but I do feel kind of like, ooh, you know, going from one thing to another. That's what I feel. I feel like you're going from one thing to another. But you know what? There might be a sense of almost thriving on this for some of you. Now, I do feel with this in the reverse that it's too much, and that you are, you know, you're feeling like it's too much. You do think it's too much. You think maybe you took too much on, or there's just too much going on this week. But there's a sense of thriving on that busyness also. There's a sense of, if I'm not busy enough, then I'm doing something wrong, maybe. Or if I'm not, for some of you, I feel like if I'm not busy enough, I'll have too much time to think. So again, there's that sense of wanting to have this busyness, of wanting to have this, but yet it seems like it's just a little too much, like a little too much going on this week. That's what I'm feeling. And it's kind of like throwing you off a little bit. And again, in your mental realm, you know, you're seeing yourself here at the top of your game. And that's where I'm feeling like you want to be busy. You want to handle it. You know you can handle it. You know you can handle it. But I'm feeling a sense of like it not being necessary to do that. Like, are you trying to prove something to yourself or to someone else a little bit here, Leo? I mean, I don't feel a seriousness to any of this. It's just like the energy that's going on right now, like again, of just maybe taking on a little too much, being a little too busy, having a little trouble, balancing it all out. But yet feeling good about yourself and feeling like you can handle it. All right, so in your spiritual realm here, you have the Seven of Wands. So, yeah, the universe is actually telling you don't take on too much this week. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Don't take on too much. If you challenge yourself too much, Leo, then you're okay. If you challenge yourself too much, you're going to lose your alignment here. Okay, I'm feeling like a meshing and a melding of these cards, these like bookends here. I'm feeling like, yeah, if you overdo it too much, Leo, you're going to mess up your alignment here. Okay, you might be handling it, but let's say moving into the next week, if you've still got a lot on your plate, try not to add anything new to it. Try not to agree to do anything extra. Try not to plan anything. Leave some time for yourself, Leo. I just got that. Schedule time for yourself. Schedule time for yourself in there. Let's see if we can get the overall energy, or a lot of times when this doesn't come out right away, it's an indication that, we're going to get a card that's going to have some maybe advice or some more illumination in there for you. But yeah, I don't feel like there's anything serious going on here this week, just a lot. And even though you're handling it, I feel like you're getting close to the edge of not. Okay, so with the Emperor reverse that came out, right away I feel as though it's like, I feel like it's an exclamation point on the message that I gave you when I said don't take on too much, don't overburden yourself, don't over challenge yourself. Well, that's basically what I'm getting here with the Emperor reversed. Do not take on too much, because when the Emperor is reversed, he loses his gentle, enlightened, wise control, and he controls things too tightly. He tries to control things in the physical world as opposed to lining up the energies first. So maybe I can clarify that for you, Leo. And also, this is, your fellow fire sign card too, of Aries. So this card does have resonance with you as, a fellow fire sign. So yeah, Leo, when the Emperor is in this kind of state, he's really trying too hard in the physical world to control things. So I'm sensing that for some of you, even though you're very busy this week and you're handling it and you think you can, you believe you can, or you even know you can, I'm sensing a tendency to, by the end of the week, maybe moving into the next week, that some of you might be taking on too much, and then you will lose that control. Because if you turn the Emperor upright, you're dealing with wisdom. You're dealing with someone who controls his realm through his alignment, through his wisdom, to his knowing that the universe is there to respond to our energies, and that as long as he is in alignment with his realm, all will flow smoothly. Like, he has that wisdom, he has that experience and wisdom to know that. But in the reverse, it's a really like holding on too tightly, trying too much, trying too hard to control things. That's what it is. Trying too hard to control things. And I'm sensing, especially with the Emperor coming out at the end of the reading instead of when I originally was looking for the overall energy, I really feel like this is a message as you move along in this week. Just don't add too much. Don't add too much. Don't take on too much. You've already got a lot going on, and you know you can handle it. But if you take on too much, then you will lose control. You will lose your alignment. You will not be the Emperor upright in charge of your kingdom. You will become the Emperor reversed. You will become the King of Wands reversed here, right? I mean, just look at the, opposing energies here, the opposites here of the King of Wands being upright and then the Emperor being reversed. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like as the week goes on, if you add too many things, I don't feel like this is inevitable. Well, I never do. I don't view these readings as predictions. But I really feel the important message here for you is to not add anything else to your plate. Don't take on any new projects. Don't take on any new challenges. Don't agree to take on anybody else's responsibilities. Just handle what you have this week. Stay in alignment. Don't take on anything else. And then the Emperor energy as you move into the next week will be like upright. You'll be in control. Okay, my Leo friends, if that doesn't resonate with you at all, you might want to check out your moon and rising sign messages. Or even if this did resonate, sometimes those add messages or they have additional messages for you. Either way, I want to thank you so very much for being with me. I hope this week does not get too busy and hectic for you. Remember, don't add anything else to the agenda. Have a fabulous week ahead, and I hope to see you back here again with me next week, my Leo friends.